Demetrius. It looks great. I really like the burger flipping thing. I kind of told you about that whole facial thing, but I really think that having some of those features that you had in that other one would actually really look good. So yeah, just looking at both of these together, this is really what designers do too. They go back and forth and they do a lot of editing. So, I hope you don't feel like I'm just trying to tell you to change stuff all the time. So what I would do is I would bring back something here, just because there is kind of a negative space, and I kind of like this that zucchini too. So you might want to go in between, like this one and that one. I think that the feet thing looks great, and I really like your flipping. And the way that you made this look like it's coming closer looks really great. But I'm just wondering, even just like something like this bun, wherever it is. Let's see. To drag it up here. So, even something just like a little, I guess, not gonna go. Something just a little something, and I'm not saying this bun, but you know what I'm saying, just something to give it, a little bit of emphasis, but I'm not really sure what, but even something like that. And don't just copy what I tell you or do what I tell you. I'm just trying to put this together and make it. I just think this got a little bit too cartoony, and it got a little bit too busy, but I think that a few of these elements actually really worked in this, and I hope you save this one, because this is actually really good for another kind of a project, and it's good just to have a couple. What you should do is definitely keep all these, because you can really show in your portfolio that you're going from concept to completion, and you keep your sketches, you keep your images, because it's really nice to have a whole array of that and all the additions you've gone through. So that's why I always say use save as. You're a photographer, so you probably already know all that. And I'm not saying use this bun at all, but I think that just a little something, and I don't know, maybe just the olives or something. I don't know. It's just something to think about. So in terms of what you have with this one here, what I would do though is I would make the barbecue smaller, because it's kind of big in relationship to the caricature, and you just don't want it to. You don't really want it to kind of cancel it out in terms of. In terms of size relationship. So I'd probably put this a little bit back here. I would probably add a cast shadow, and I wouldn't use this shadow. I would go back and look at the steps up here, and I would do this cast shadow because it's got this gradient. It's a few steps, but it's really easy, because I think that if you did this, so you don't want the shadow going straight up like that, because it makes it look like the light is coming from some weird place. But if you make it go over this way a little bit, and also then you'd have, you'd also have the shadow going the same direction from your barbecue, I think that would really work to add some unity. I do think that the background might, could be brought down just a little bit. I think it's a cool idea. So I'm just thinking of, and again, doing the levels here, just how you can make, mostly, I hate when it does that, make the rest of the caricature stand out. So, we can look and see what dark looks like. That doesn't look that great. Or we can go lighter. But there's other adjustments you can do too. So I'm just kind of playing with the levels. I don't like that at all. And what I'm trying to do is just get this part to stand out a little bit more. But I also think that once you get a good shadow in there, this will stand out a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. No, that's probably not gonna. Yeah, that doesn't look that great. But the good thing about levels is then you just turn them off, right? So about adjustment layers. You know, another thing you could do too is you could add a little glow or something to this. Is that the one right there? No, I wonder where it is. Yeah, you have a couple copies, so it's kind of hard to find stuff. Yeah, you have your layers really organized a little bit weird. You shouldn't compress this like this, because then you really can't work on stuff. Like I was going to show you how to do something with adding, you know, you could add a little glow to this to make it stand out, but I don't know, you've done, I'm just not sure why you've collapsed all those layers together, but this doesn't look very good. But something, you know, something that could make, you know, would allow the spatula to stand out a little bit more, maybe even a stroke or something. You know what I'm saying? Something, oh, I can't even move these sliders now. My mouse has been really bad anyway. But anyway, you kind of know what I'm saying.